producers are telling me that Matt Dunigan is smiling like a butcher's dog from the nation's capital as he gets ready to ring in Labor Day Classic weekend. Can we get Matt Dunigan on the screen? The Hall of Fame. Look at this guy. Welcome home, Matty.
Oh. Can you see it? Can you see it? Where am I at? There we go.
I'm not going to do that.
There we go.
I'm not going to try and match that, Matt Dunigan. Wow, you've got a pump on this morning already?
Yeah, health is first and foremost. You have all the money in the world, but you don't have health. You got nothing. Look at you surrounded by all your little figurines there. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah,
you got it going on, Rod.
It's home.
You got it going on.
It's home. Yeah. It's home for us. Hey, and you're right, Matty. Health as well.
For you.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Before we get in any further and break down these games, Matt Dunigan, you are the official Bet Regal CFL ambassador along with our good man Damon Allen and Broadway Bernie Nichols. I want to say congratulations to the betting world and Bet Regal. What made you want to get involved with them and be an ambassador for this great company?
Well, they're the single game and sole provider of gaming industry for the Canadian Football League over the next 3 years, and Ali Lalani and Mike Myrtle are there. These are local guys in Ontario, and they have a real keen interest in introducing gaming across the country at a grassroots level, and that's something that the CFL is all about. Well, we've been like that. I've been like that and understood that since 1983, since coming to this country. It's about paying it forward, and these guys are introducing a lot of really interesting community-involved type of events through their gaming website, and Bet Regal is like-minded, and I think that's the biggest reason. And we were approached, and knowing that C218 was fixing to get passed, and that how big the betting world is in Canada illegally, it's just billions and billions of dollars. We wanted to be involved with somebody with that mindset of giving back to the community and get in the ground floor with what's going on. It's sweeping this country, and I think it's very good for the CFL. And, McGrath program.
They're so excited to have you. I was talking to those guys yesterday. They're the official exclusive sports gaming partner of the Canadian Football League. As you said, a Canadian company that wants to support the Canadian Football League. And they're just so happy to have you. But they said, here's Matt's thing. You're evaluating quarterback play and over-under is kind of your deal. So are you telling everybody to bet the under in these CFL games through 4 weeks? And will you this weekend?
Yeah, I really think that that's probably the way to go based on how this season's unfolded. A truncated season, a shortened season, lengthened basically training camp with no contact, no preseason games. Defenses are typically ahead of offenses with a regular training camp and preseason games. And you take those things out of the equation, offenses are going to be behind, and they've been behind a bunch in the first 4 weeks of the season. So I expect that to continue to be the trend. Offensively speaking, as a quarterback and wishful thinking, my heart says, hell yeah, take the over. They're gonna blow it out today. And defenses continue to dominate. And that's a tip of the cap to the D coordinators and what they're doing. And because we know that over the last basically 10, 15 years, the game has really changed, and people air it out, and the run game is an afterthought, and points are being put on the board. But points right now are down 23%, and they're tough to come by, so I'm going unders this weekend.
It's funny, but me too, by the way. But maybe we'll see in the Saskatchewan-Winnipeg game. Wayne in Victoria says, I enjoy Matt's commentary when he gets the opportunity on TSN. Love you, Matty. I love it, too. I've never told you this, but watching you do colors like watching Batman with Adam West back in the day. Pow! Bam!
That's funny.
Right in the middle of the game. Is that why? Are you doing color tonight?
I am. I'm with Rodney Smith, the voice of God, the voice of Rod. I'm really excited to be north of the border and have an opportunity to do it. I've been doing the last 22 years. Work with the greatest crew, TSN, and got John Hines in the production and the truck tonight. And so I'm working with two of the best ever to do their jobs. And And, we've got a struggling Montreal team coming in and a struggling Ottawa team trying to find their mojo offensively with a quarterback that I don't think is able to push it down the football field. And we'll see if we get Dominic Davis on the field to try to ignite them a little bit. CFL is all about explosive plays. And hopefully we'll get some of those tonight with VA finding his mojo. And maybe we'll be surprised by the RedBlacks offense.
Alouettes favored by 6.5. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. Well, I'm just going back and forth with Mike Benavides, defensive coordinator for the RedBlacks. And, Benny was a teammate of mine at TSN a few years back, and he got the gig as D coordinator, and he's been chomping at the bit over the last 2 years to work his magic that he's been able to do just about everywhere he's been. And his defense, although they're piecemeal together and they've got a boatload of young players on the back end of the secondary. They got a defensive end, Bray's making his second career start, who's got a great motor. I love the linebackers in Enumba, Aouwe, and Williams. Those guys fly around and are all over the football. What I'm trying to say to you, Rod, is, it's like I said, my heart says, points are going to be great, and they're gonna big plays, explosive plays, but. And my mind and what I've been seeing and talking to Benny and knowing these D coordinators, they've been shutting offenses down. So 6.5, I think it's going to be a tighter football game than that. I really do. I don't think they're going to cover.
Well, I was looking forward to the game already, and now knowing that you're in the booth, I'm looking forward to it even more. I'm going to be watching from the lake tonight. Rod. But let's get into what our viewers voted Canada's game of the week: the Bombers and the Riders. Yeah. The Riders averaging 30. Yeah, let's go.
It's not the game of the week.
It's game of the year. It's right. So what's your thoughts?
Well, and I think I know who the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are. I think I do. Although what happened 2 weeks ago in Toronto got my attention. And I think that's more so about Toronto than it is Winnipeg, because Toronto 2 weeks ago flipped the script on the Bombers and shoved it in their face and controlled the line of scrimmage, time of possession. They hadn't fumbled the ball 6 times. It would have been a blowout and complete dominance by the Argonauts against a team that was basically being labeled the bullies of the CFL. They just imposed their will on both sides of the line, like I said, and that flip was script 2 weeks ago. They got back to that last week in a crazy 18-16 game against the Calgary Stampeders, and a kid making a second start. And he was making that defense work their tails off, and the kid was phenomenal. And so I thought I knew who the Bombers were. I still think I do. I still think they're control the line of scrimmage, control the field, time of possession, the field position, not turn the ball over, be disciplined. That's who I heard you guys talking about. The Bombers organization from top to bottom. I think they're cream of the crop right now. And I really think that Saskatchewan is right there with them from top to bottom. And I love what Craig Dickinson is doing over there. I loved it when he got the opportunity. Dickie was on my staff in 2004, and he's a hell of a football coach. And I was just pleased to see a guy like that get the opportunity. He's really spread his wings and taken over and taken control and put his stamp. And I think it's just the way he is as a person on that football team. And I think it's a great match for Rider Nation. And I think I know who that football team is. They're a gritty, hard-nosed defense, just like Winnipeg, and they've got explosive capabilities offensively. And Cody Fajardo is one of those 4 guys in 2019 that we were basically introduced to and seized the moment and has never stopped. And I've got a lot of positive things to say about that young man, that organization, and to the best, 3-0 and 3-1, going at it. Game of the month, not just a week. It's going to be a lot of bludgeoning, a lot of smash mouth football. I hope to see a few ruckus fights going on. I like to plead to the officials right now: keep your flags in your pockets and let the boys decide it on the football field and go at it, because these games are all about it. Intensity and a fierce understanding of how important this game is to everybody involved.
I could go on with you for hours. It's two great franchises.
Why not?
Why not? Exactly. Two great franchises, two great teams, and it's for CFL supremacy on Sunday, but just for 1 week, because if they go to Winnipeg and the Banjo Bowl and the Bombers win there, we're like no further ahead. And furthermore, Matt, Strevler led the Bombers to the Banjo Bowl win the last time they had one. Remember that? And he came out as a passer. Shocked the hell out of all of us. I got to ask you, as a quarterback, it shocked me. Maybe not you. But what he's doing in Arizona, he's cracked the 53. He's QB2 there behind Kyler Murray. Does that surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't. And kid's got tremendous drive and focus and determination. And, we know what type of athlete he is, and he's an even better person. And I've been watching Kyler Murray since he was 15 years old, running the program. And when he was playing in his high school football in Texas, and my boys and I would go watch him every year in the playoffs. And I knew he was going to be special, and watch him go A&M to Oklahoma. It was just phenomenal. Watch him take over the Arizona organization has been absolutely phenomenal. And they got two good ones there, and guys that really mimic each other in abilities. Can make magic happen with their legs, and Kyler Murray's an underrated thrower, and I think that you'll find that Chris Strevler is as well. We're talking about your own backyard there, Rod. Not many people were labeling Cody Fajardo a passing quarterback, and then he gets his gig 3 plays in 2019 and lights it up and does what he has to do. And we've been introduced to another tremendous talent in that young man. And so guys morph, they learn, and they improve, and they have the will and they have the background and the support around them, and family and friends and coaches. I think good things can happen, and we're seeing that with those 3 quarterbacks for sure.
Loving the chat. And the Bet Regal guy said that Matt's thing is quarterbacks. So let's ask him about quarterbacks. Should Calgary be rushing back Bo for the Labor Day Classic on Monday with what Jake Maier's done?
Hell no. No, you're talking about a guy's career. Yeah, he's got a broken fibula. You're not rushing back from that because if it's a Labor Day game. I don't care. This guy's got a lot of football ahead of him. You don't mess around with that. Jake Maier's bought him some time as well, I believe, because they're very competitive with him. And the kid has shown a lot of poise and ability to move the offense, and I think he's directing the offense. He's just not executing plays. He's running an offense. Dave Dickinson is calling plays in such a way that he's not even thinking twice about who he has out there. Kid who's only had 2 starts. He's calling a game like he's got a veteran player out there, which gives everybody confidence. And I really believe that it's galvanized the Calgary Stampeders as an offensive unit and even defensively to come together and rally around the young quarterback. A lot of times, I think when you got somebody of Bo Levi Mitchell's caliber, you tend to, hey, we're good there, and you're not as locked in as you typically would be or should be. And now with the young quarterback, people around him, and on the calling of their head coach, he's asked them we gotta help this kid out. We got to pick it up. We all have to be on point. And I think that's really helped galvanize that football team moving forward. So, no, don't rush Bo back for the Labor Day game. Don't even think about it. Let that kid get healthy because he's got a lot of football ahead of him, and you do not want to jeopardize his career.
He's the whole franchise, and I've had the opportunity to talk to Wally about that, and Wally said he would have loved the chance to coach Bo because he said this guy's special, as we know. But, Matt, we'll let you go.
The win-loss, unbelievable, right, Rod? His wins and losses are just absolutely over the top, and it's I heard the phrase "proof in the pudding," and I love it. And the W's and L's, prove that Bo is the real deal, and he's shown that over the years. And let that guy get healthy, and let the mayor go out there and continue to figure out the game.
The mayor. I like it. All right, Matt, can't wait for the game tonight. I'm glad we're finally teammates with BetRegal.net. Keep it up, my man. Welcome home.
Yeah, absolutely. And slap Wall, be upside head and give him my best, okay? I miss that big guy.
Absolutely. I will. Thank you. Matt Dunigan joining us from the nation's capital. He's be at the microphone tonight for the RedBlacks and the Alouettes, and Matt Dunigan, CFL ambassador, along with Damon Allen, and Broadway Bernie Nichols is the NHL ambassador for BetRegal.net. And I'll say it again, go give them a follow on Twitter and Instagram. I assume the post is up now, and enter our contest for a pair of premium tickets for the CFL game of your choice, anywhere, coast to coast, from our friends at BetRegal.net, officially now the official betting partner of the Rod Pedersen Show.
How about that?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the RP Show on YouTube. And don't forget, we're live daily on YouTube from noon to 2 Eastern. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And if you like the program, check around for other segments of the Rod Pedersen Show here on YouTube.